Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and salutations to you, Akim, that's pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. This is going to be a quick lesson dealing with a thought that I had, with all the prophecies that's going on and how the world is shaping up. Was a story, right? Kid story. From a long time ago called The Emperor's New Clothes. All right? The Emperor's New Clothes. Now, if you don't remember that story, uh, it's basically a story teaching how people will go along with anything not to be ostracized, not to be demonized, and will even lie to themselves to be a part of the mainstream. Now, it's like I said, it's a kid's story, but it teaches an important lesson because at the end of the day, the one person that pointed out the truth was a child. And when you come into this knowledge and when you come into this truth, you got to forget all the madness that you learned in the world and put on that new person. All right, become a child again, become moldable again to truly change that inner person. Now I'm gonna read a quick synopsis of the story from Wikipedia, and then I'll go into a couple scriptures. All right. It says, two swindlers arrive at the capital city of an emperor who spends lavishly on clothing at the expense of state matters. Posing as weavers, they offer to supply him with magnificent clothes that are invisible to those who are stupid or incompetent. All right, and you could relate this to things that are going on today. How people are just going along with whatever they say in the news and the media, or quote unquote scientists say. All right, they're going along with this not to be perceived as anti this or fringe that. All right, but I'm gonna keep going. It says the emperor hires them, and they set up looms and go to work. A succession of officials and then emperor himself visit them to check their progress. Each sees that the looms are empty, but pretends otherwise to avoid being thought a fool. All right, and even like I said, to compare this again, you got video of certain individuals that have been hit or hurt with adverse effects from this C19 jab, and even though that happened, they're saying, I still believe the science. I still will tell everybody to go and get it. It's that emperor's new clothes effect, man. All right. It says finally the weavers report that the emperor's suit is finished. They mind dressing him and set off in a procession before the whole city. The townsfolk uncomfortably go along with the pretense, not wanting to appear inept or stupid, until a child blurts out that the emperor is wearing nothing at all. Right? The people then realize that everyone has been fooled, and that moment is going to happen, even with certain things, certain plots, certain what's the word I'm looking for? Certain agendas that are going on the earth, because you're going to have a problem on your hand when people realize that their officials, realize that the governments, people in power have been lying to them this entire time. All right, because insurrection is written about, and we covered it many times in the book of Second Ezra, man. All right, when they should not regard their leaders or princes, and their power should stand in their own hands. You're going to see civil war, riots, mass carnage, all those things you're going to see happen in this earth. All right. When people see that their whole way of living uh, has been destroyed, and then it's going to be destroyed on basically a big lie that a lot of people went along with. But anyway, the point of I wanted to grab out of the story is that the child, blurted out what? The truth. So let's go to the book of Matthew chapter 18 and 2. And Yahweh Shai called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And that's where a lot of people can't do. All right. Regardless of the information, the truth, the facts that you show them, they will not admit that they were wrong. All right. But to really come into this knowledge and this truth, you have to let go of the the nonsense of this world, man. All right. You have to let go of uh, the peer pressures that this world and this system pushes on you. All right, to get you to conform, to get you to comply, because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get heavier as the powers that be roll downhill with their agenda. All right, so you got to keep that mindset of that of this little child of really being led by the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and not what the boob tube TV says, not what Big Mama says, not what your family says, not fearing what's going to happen at that job you work at, what they say, right? We have to worry about, like I said, the spirit in these scriptures in the direction that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai wants to lead us. Let's get a precept of this. Let's go to the book of John 3:3. Yahweh Shai answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High. Right? So it's about being throwing out that old knowledge, right? The scriptures talk about you can't put new wine into old bottles. So to really grow and to continue to grow in this work and in this truth, you got to keep your mind as a child and step towards the guidance of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, which ultimately is in these scriptures, all right, and through the breakdowns and the spirit of the prophets, all right, that are doing the work, right? So we got to stay steadfast in this truth and in this knowledge. You see? And we can't be brought back into the spirit of the world to go along, to get along, to basically believe whatever people are saying for fear of being different, right? Us brothers, we've been different this whole time, especially the older brothers have been in this. But I keep trying to tell you, it will intensify exponentially. All right, it's going to intensify even more to the point where you really are going to have to sacrifice and lose a number of things because Esau Edom is playing for keeps, man. All right, I got to do a lesson about what's going on in what is it, Australia? The elder Yashwamba posted a video about them having to basically every store they go into, they got to scan in. Mandatory. So this thing is getting real, and they're getting their system and their ducks in a row. Let's get this right here. This is the book of Matthew. Actually, let's get this right here. Proverbs 29:26. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. Right? So, relating this back to that story of the emperor's new clothes, people didn't want to be called, incompetent, stupid. But you can use this a million different ways with, like I said, many examples of things that's going on in the world, man. All right? Especially with this C19, which you can't even talk about honestly about these things because guess what they're going to call you? A conspiracy theorist, an anti this, a fringe that, an extremist this. All right? Same premise. All right? But we, as men of the Lord and hopeful woman of the Lord, all right, of the hopeful elect, we can't worry about that, man. We have to really worry about and stay true to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Let's end it in this. This is Matthew 19:29. It says, And every one that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. And that's what we're expecting, man. All right, that's what we're waiting on and hoping on. You see, all these people that's think they got their freedom through following this system, think they got their freedom, but for agreeing with this wicked society. Okay, at the end of the day, they're gonna be last in this thing. And the ones that sacrificed, the ones that went through that spiritual fire, the ones that stood stiffly and pointed out the fact, hey, this motherfucker don't got no clothes on. Oh, those are the men that will be rewarded in that day. All right? And that's the point. I'm going to keep rambling on. I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom the next time.